High-speed internet access is declared a basic service. That's going to cost a fortune for someone. German authorities name a new suspect in the Berlin mass killing. Why he may not be easy to capture. Now that some Canadians can sell their blood plasma, volunteer donations are declining.
It's absolutely ridiculous.
And the big-time breakthrough for a Blackfoot artist from Alberta.
It's a moment, a little surreal.
Well, not since the landline has the CRTC described a telecommunications service as basic. Today, it declared broadband internet is basic and therefore should be available to all Canadians. So, that's great. But what does it mean? Who's going to pay for it? And how soon will the situation start to change for people who are currently dealing with patchy or slow service or no service at all? The CBC's Renee Filipponi has some answers for us. Renee.
Fast and reliable internet for all. That's the plan, Peter, and many are applauding the CRTC move today. It's a growing rural suburb just over an hour's drive from Toronto.
You ask for high speed, it's slow speed.
But residents of East Gwillimbury feel disconnected. The internet is slow, unreliable, and frustrating.
To be in a place like this is 45 minutes from Toronto and I can't get internet, top-notch internet, right? I have it, but yeah, there's always issues, always.
This will make a tremendous difference in our community.
Mayor Virginia Haxon says the CRTC move will make a big difference here.
I think that it's a competitive world out there, and if we don't have the internet at the same level as other communities, then it's not a fair game.
It's even worse in remote communities across the country with no access at all.
The future of every citizen requires us to set ambitious goals and to get on with connecting all Canadians for the 21st century.
By declaring internet a basic service, the CRTC has ordered the country's internet providers to start working towards universal access to high-speed internet, and it's setting the goal very high. First, there are new internet speed targets to 10 times the current minimum. Right now, 18% of Canadian households don't have internet at that level. The goal is to reduce that number to 10% in 5 years and to full connectivity in 10 to 15 years.
These goals are ambitious. They will not be easy to achieve, and they will cost money.
So who's going to pay? Internet providers will put a portion of their profits, about 0.5%, into a fund. That money will be used to expand networks. It will grow to $750 million over 5 years. But total access will cost way more than that.
All eyes turn now to the federal government to see how they plan to make this dream a reality, because it's going to take billions to close this digital divide and lower costs for Canadians who already pay some of the highest prices in the industrialized world for internet services.
The federal government committed $500 million to expanding access earlier this month. One of the major things missing is a plan to address affordability. Unlike the basic TV packages offered right now at $25, there is nothing similar here for internet. The CRTC said today it will leave it up to market forces to set a fair price. Peter?
All right, Renee, thank you. Well, in case you're wondering, South Korea has the fastest internet in the world. So says content delivery network Akamai. Check out this map created by the UK's Telegraph newspaper. Average speed in Canada is probably right around where you'd expect. But here's something unusual. See that little island north of Norway? It actually has the highest connection speed at 36.5 megabits per second. But it only has one unique IP address, so that's why South Korea, with tens of thousands of unique IP addresses, is still considered number one.